Hi everyone, thank you for being here. Today we're gonna do something very special. It's my first podcast in this channel. This is the English version. Thank you for being here again. We're gonna talk about something very, very important that's like the vertebral spine of this channel and all the things we're gonna be working on it. So what we're gonna talk today is about prana, how to accumulate prana, and what is this prana all about. First of all, what is prana? It's the energy of life. It's in pretty much in everything that's alive, and pretty much what's not alive, because it's also in the elements. So you can find prana in life in the elements: water, fire, sun, earth, etc. So the thing is, when we breathe normally, our breathing is just fueling our system for what it needs in the moment. So you won't get any more or any less. Our normal breathing will naturally harvest the exact amount of energy we need for us to be. But when we breathe a little bit more and get that little quote extra in the breathing, what I mean extra is that we breathe and we satisfy the energetic needs we have, and we have a little bit more, so we keep it. And that's why we do breath control, so we can get that little extra quote of energy and accumulate it through all the exercise and through all the day and through the months and the years. Because the important thing here is that when you get that extra quote of energy through the breathing, you will feel it immediately. It's a boost of energy. But through time, if you keep doing this every day, it will also accumulate in another level. So the idea of the breath control and breath work is that we can hook to cycles and breathing patterns that allow us to get that extra quote in whatever situation we are. If we are exercising, if we're just sitting doing nothing, it's easier. But when we're moving, we will inevitably need more energy. And if we really synchronize ourselves with the correct breathing pattern, we won't starve of energy, or we won't stop. We can keep going and going. We might do it slower, but we can keep going and going if we do it right. If we do it wrong, we eventually happens what we all experience when we start running, and eventually we stop and start hyperventilating because we need air. But if we run, maybe not at a maximum speed, and we synchronize the running to a breathing pattern that fuels the energy the running needs and gives us a little bit more, we will keep running and gaining energy while we run. But if we don't do that, we will run and eat our energy, and we will be at the end pretty much tired. The difference is that when you exercise and you consume your energy. But when you do pranic exercises, you accumulate prana, you accumulate vitality. You get that little extra and you keep it. Even if you run a lot, or climb a mountain, or do calisthenics, or do martial arts, or yoga, if you do this, it will always give you more energy. If you don't, you will eat your energy. And that's the thing I want to bring awareness to. That with conscious breathing, we can get that little extra quote of energy and feel awesome in life. Or we cannot and feel heavy, because when we breathe and we get a lot of prana, it feels light. All the dimensions of our lives feels lighter. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, whatever. Everything feels lighter. You just breathe and it feels like I'm gonna go and take a flight with the birds. So the other thing is that, well, breathing is not just about getting energy, because there's a lot of people that says, for example, no, I don't want to do breath work at night because I won't be able to sleep, I will get all this energy. Well, depending on what kind of breathing you do, because if you do the correct breathing pattern, you will fall asleep in minutes. And breathing really is the door to all the dimensions of ourselves. So it can boost our energy, but it can also leave us to rest and peaceful sleep. So it's very important. Take note of this, please, and apply it in your life. And you don't have to do Qigong or Tai Chi or yoga. Little things while you cook, while you're being in work or Starbucks, I don't know. At least not coffee. Try not to drink coffee. I'm the worst Colombian right now. But when you exercise, and exercising, it's not about inflating your muscles and be like, oh, I'm so beautiful. No, that vanity, it's not it. We exercise to get vitality. And if we don't exercise, considering our breathing first, we are not vitalizing ourselves. We are just inflating our muscles we're not getting the best of the experience, because if we just breathe correctly doing the same, we will just multiply everything we're doing by, I don't know, by a lot. One day I saw this girl it was this fat man training a girl. It was really obscene. It was an obscene scene, really. And she was making some exercises without breathing, like, and she was not breathing. She was just pushing without breathing. And this fat guy was just yelling at her and telling her, yeah, do it right, brother. And he was not actually telling her the right way to do it. And she was crying and everything. And I felt so bad for her because she needed to breathe. And the whole experience of her exercise would have been different with the breathing. And she was just battling with her body, and she didn't need to. She just need to rejoice in her body and feel how incredible it is to exercise while you breathe and feel all the rejoice. You know what I mean? If you want to feel pain when you exercise, that's your choice. That's your choice. It speaks more about you than about me, okay? So you like pain. That's it. But yeah, so it is very important that we get fresh prana, fresh air, that we get it from the sun, that we get it from fresh food, from food that's alive, that's not been packed months. That's not alive, that's nothing, that's death. That's just a corpse with nutrients. Don't you see it? God. Corpse with nutrients. Get fresh food. Cook it yourself. When you cook food, you're putting your energy in the food. It changes everything. It is very important how things are managed, where your thoughts are when you cook. It's important. It's so important. And when you go out to eat and you don't see what people are really doing with your food, it's a mess. So if you like your body, you like your life, you like being healthy, cook for you. Cook for you. It doesn't matter that you don't know how to cook. Try. Cook something fresh and conquest that. It's yours. It's your chance, it's your possibility, and it's beautiful. Also, we can get a lot of prana from human contact, from love, from hugs, from sex, obviously. So it should be taken consciously. And also, we are beacons of prana. We are prana, we produce prana. So, as the sun, we produce prana. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I want you to really take this into account. If you start being conscious of this, you will really boost your life in every level of it. Whatever it is you do, creatively, physically, emotionally, I don't know, but everything will be impacted by this. And the difference is that breathing should come first. It's just that when you move in life, when you're being in life, breathing comes first, and then you be whatever you want to be. But let breathing push life to existence, please. So that's it. This is the first podcast in English in the Mekenkiéh channel. Please stay hooked for the next exercises. This was very important. I needed to explain this so everything makes sense in the other videos. There are also other topics we will need to talk about, really indispensable topics, and we will do it eventually. So keep your attention in your breathing, in yourself, and in this channel, please. And I hope you like this video. Thank you.